As we celebrate the World Menstrual Hygiene Day, we managed to educate students of Panyadoli Senior Secondary School about menstrual hygiene management, where we communicated and shared to them about the proper use of sanitary pads, proper disposal, cleaning, and how to use them.
Menstruation hygiene is the general cleanliness of girls' body during menstruation. And the reason as why I think it happens to them, it's because they are matured enough to have children. Like when it happens to them, they can conceive.
What I got in section, it has helped me, not only me, and it will help other people also. So what I learned about it, it is all that to be smart, and you cleaning yourself. If you want, if it is now dirty, if now the pads is used up, you should learn how to dump them or throw them.
Even I experienced it once. It came once and disappeared. I don't know why. Then when I reached the secondary, the whole of senior one, I didn't have it. So when girls were suffering, me, I was happy. I knew I had finished mine. I knew I had finished mine because we didn't have access. Our parents didn't tell us. Not for bad, in our culture, it is rare that a parent tells a child about these sexual things. Actually, they see it as a taboo. So you learn it on your own. But now when I reached the secondary and in senior too, that was when I started experiencing. Then it was my fellow colleagues who helped me out how to deal in it. That was when now I started buying things like cotton wool and use. Here we have sessions with the girls, at least once in a term. We gather them, we talk about them. We have people from the hospitals, like last time, we had the group from the hospital who came here and talked about menstrual cycle. We had someone from Kiryandongo Hospital who also came here. So there is a great awareness to them. Okay, generally, I guide them and counsel them. There are those ones who come on individual cases. I do individual counseling and guiding. Then I also have things for them to use, like the school has provided me with the sanitary pads, with very many things. In case of any person who is in problems, most likely the day scholars, because they are far, their homes are far and so on. Sometimes they come when they don't know they are in the cycle. So I have the sanitary pads available. I have buckets, soap, even jelly for them, even if knickers, we give them because we can't allow them to go home just because of the knicker. So the school has provided all that. So we have bathrooms. They always go and bathe. We give them those things. Then they are happy. At least we have minimized the rate of school attendance. There are those ones who always don't come during that period because you fear how will you manage when the home is far. They remain at home. But here we have reduced that. We don't have cases on that. Then there are those ones who come when they experience cramps. Those cramps, we just guide them and counsel them that they are no more. Those are signs. Sometimes it comes before the real blood. So we just counsel them. And then when the pain is too much, we have our nurse around. They go to the nurse. The nurse helps them by giving them some painkillers to keep them at school. We always don't permit them to go home just because of menstruation. There is great change. There is great change, especially in this school. There is a lot of change I have seen. I have moved in many schools, but I've never got a school like this one. I've been serving as a senior woman teacher in other schools, but it was not as far as this one does. So I am seeing there is a great change. And then what the school needs is sometimes privacy. Much as we have the bathrooms, but the bathrooms are used by everyone. So the only thing we need is to have some private bathrooms only for those ones. That is the only thing I can advise the school to do at this time. But otherwise, what they provide is enough. Then for other schools, Where they are still far, they need to look at girl child, because one of the reasons as to why the girls drop out is this menstruation. A girl experiences menstruation once, feels she's mature, then rushes for other things. Sometimes someone fails to afford the pads, goes out because of being shameful, or she feels ashamed to share it with the parents, then goes and asks for such a thing from a boy who exploits her instead. So what I need to do is they should come up and begin advising the students. Every term they talk to the students, because when we are at school, the students are our children. They don't have time with their parents. They come early, they go late. So they don't have time with their parents. We are the parents as of now, only when they are in holidays. So when we are with the students at school, they keep encouraging them, they guide them, then they tell them that you experience that, but experiencing it does not mean that you're already mature. Some cultures feel burning the pads is the taboo for them. They feel their blood is being burnt and it will affect them anywhere. But that one doesn't affect. Feeling ashamed when you're in the menstruation. Actually, that would be the time they are supposed to be very happy. When you experience that, you are supposed to be happy because you have it. Other people are missing it somewhere else. So they should leave that shyness when they are in the period. They should share the issue with the others.
It is now used up. You wrap it very well. You put like in a container or a cavera. You burn them, not that in the latrine.
What I would do after this, like going to the community and teach my fellow girls, not only girls but also mothers, on how to improve on their hygiene when they're in menstruation. Maybe like when they're dumping used pads anyhow, I can tell them the importance of proper disposal of their pads and also the importance of body cleanliness, like when you are during menstruation, how important it could be to them.
In general, I thank this organization which has come up with this. I would encourage you not to stop in this school alone. Go to the communities deep there. There are community members, our mothers, the old ones, who still keep this thing as a secret for themselves. They don't keep their girls aware. So go and make them aware that giving that information to their daughters is the best. Then on how to keep the used pads, you also keep them aware that when we throw them anyhow, it destroys the environment. And as to our mothers also who are using pampers, because they are actually of the same what? Material. These are materials which do not rot. They spoil our soils. We talk of rains which do not come, but we are planting caveras, we are planting those things in the soil. The water does not evaporate. Where do we get the rain? That's how our climate somehow is also being affected. So you keep them aware of how to maintain the sanitary pads after use, then how to keep the girls aware on how to maintain their menstrual cycle.
As Igniter, we pledge to normalize periods, end period shame, end period poverty, and ending period stigma.
Together for a period-friendly world.